Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and we just got some new Darklord cards. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can come for our notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out these new cards. So first off, these cards are coming out in Burst Protocol, and I'm so excited for these. These could be absolutely amazing for one of my favorite archetypes in the entire game. So let's go ahead and see what these cards actually do. So first off, we have a new main deck monster that looks, oh, it looks so good. Oh, this card looks amazing. This card is called Darklord Gulgalti. And this card is a Dark Fairy effect monster, level 6, 2400 attack, 800 defense points. And you can only special summon this card once per turn. And you only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. For the first effect, if this card is special summon, you can special summon out 2 Darklord tokens that are Fairy Dark, level 6, 0 attack, and 0 defense. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest turn except for fairy monsters. Now, that is actually a really cool ability, to be able to just summon this card out to your side of the field, then link away the tokens that it actually puts on your side of the field to summon out the Condemned Darklord to your side of the field, which is actually a pretty cool effect, to be able to make our Link 2 monster extremely easily. For the second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Darklord card or a Forbidden Quick Play spell from your deck to your hand, except for another copy of this card. Excuse me? This card can literally search Forbidden Droplet? This card can grab Droplet directly from your deck if it touches the graveyard. So you can just get rid of this card with something like a copy of a Shell, draw 2, grab Droplet as well. That is absolutely crazy. Or add any Darklord card we need, so we can add our copy of the Indulged Darklord directly from our deck to our hand, so we can start summoning out Darklords and search them. That's really good. This card is definitely going to see play, and I love that spear. That is just so cool. This artwork is so good. Okay, this is going to be insane. Okay. So what else do we have? Oh, we got a new level 4 normal summon. Oh, we got oh, this card looks so good too. I love the book. That looks really cool. It actually has almost like a bird mask, which is really, really cool. So what is this one? This card is called Darklord Dehuti. This card is a Dark Fairy effect monster, level 4 with 0 attack and 0 defense. Usually monsters with 0 attack and 0 defense are broken, so let's hope. This card's ability, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. For the first effect, if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon a Darklord monster from your deck in defense position, except another copy of this card. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for fairies. Are you kidding me? We just got a normal summon E-Telly monster? That's crazy good. You can just summon out any Darklord you want to your side of the field. So you can summon out this, and then also summon out, oh, you can summon out this to your side of the field. So if you summon out your copy of Dehuti, I think that's how you say that, and you can actually just use its ability to special summon another Darklord from your deck in defense, so you can summon out the new Gulgalta, and this card has the ability, if it's special summoned specifically, then you get to summon out 2 tokens. That gives you 4 fairy monsters on your side of the field to be able to use for Link material, or to fuse into the first Darklord. That is so good. And then when this card touches the graveyard, you get to add a Darklord card, any Darklord card, plus or a copy of a Forbidden Quick Play spell from your deck to your hand. That is so good. You can search out Droplets, Lance, Chalice, any of them that you want directly from your deck to your hand, all this, and this card just summons it. Are you kidding me? That is so good. Okay, so what else do we have? What else do we have? This card also has the ability that if you control a Dark Fairy fusion, is that a new, that's a new fusion. Oh, wait a minute. If you control a Dark Fairy fusion monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard, target a Darklord card or a Forbidden Quick Play spell in your grave, and add it back to your hand. You can constantly use Forbidden Droplets over and over and over again in this deck now. That is so good. And we have more searchers for this deck. This is really good. I am so excited to read this new fusion. This card is, it looks like Morningstar. That's really cool. What does this do? This is going to be insane. Please be good. Okay, so this card is called Lucifer, Darklord of the Evening Twilight. Oh, that's a good name. Okay, So this card is a Dark Fairy Fusion Effect monster, level 12, with 3,000 attack and 3,000 defense. And it just requires 2 level 6 or higher Dark Fairy monsters. Oh, this is going to be easy to make. Is it good? Please be good. Okay, you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. We have 3 chances for this to be good. For the first effect, if this card is fusion summon, you can set a Darklord spell and a Darklord trap directly from your deck. So we can set Banishment or Contact, and then we can also set to our side of the field one of the other really powerful Darklord traps to our side of the field, and that's actually really good. Even just setting a copy of Darklord, the one that pops, or you can use the one Darklord enchantment to take an opponent's monster, is just really good. So this card is definitely going to see play already just because of that effect. For the second effect, your opponent cannot target this card on the field with card effects. Kind of like the first Darklord as well. That's pretty good. For the third effect, quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life, target a Darklord spell trap in the graveyard, apply the target's effect when it would be activated, and shuffle in the deck. So this card literally is kind of like a fixed version of Darklord Morningstar, which is really good to be able to actually have in the deck finally, so we can have a way to actually summon out our copy of Morningstar, essentially with it having that copy paste effect of the other Darklord cards, which is pretty good. Like a Shell, your copy of Nastin, and the other ones, to be able to just activate one of your spells and traps by shuffling it back into the deck and paying 1,000, which is pretty good. And I really like that, as that was a part of the very first wave of the Darklord support, which is really nice. Overall though, that is really good. That's probably like at least a 2 of, if not a 3 of in the extract. That's really, really, really good. Okay, so what else we have? Okay. That's a cool card. Okay, so what does this do? Darklord Pleasure. It is a normal spell. That's so cool that it actually has the 2, like, solemn, like, angels, and they've been turned into Darklords. That's really cool. That is really, really, really cool. Okay, so what does this do? This card is a normal spell, and you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. You can, for the first effect, fusion summon 1 Dark Fairy Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from the field or the graveyard. Are you kidding me? And if you do, it gains 1,000 attack points. You can make the first Darklord 5,000 attack points. Oh my god, you can make it huge. That's crazy good. And if summoning a Darklord monster this way, you can also use darker monsters your opponent controls as a material. Why? It's so good. Okay, so basically, this card fixes the fact that I always play Super Poly inside of my Darklord deck because I want to be able to use the Darklord that you put on your opponent's side of the field with your copy of the Indulged Darklord. So you hand your opponent a copy of Ukobak, and now you can use that Ukobak that you hand to your opponent or any Darklord monster, like the Capricornus Darklord, which would be a really good option now to be able to summon out your copy of Indulge, hand your opponent the copy of the Capricornus, which is pretty good, and actually plays into the artwork because the Capricornus is going to be on your opponent's side of the field, and your copy of Indulge is going to be on your side of the field, and then you just throw another Darklord into the fusion to be able to summon out the first Darklord that your copy of Indulge literally searches from your deck to your hand. So you can use it to be able to grab your copy of Darklord Morningstar, so you can step into your copy of the first Darklord. That is so good, but it does have to be in the field or the graveyard to use those materials, so you're going to have to discard the first Darklord to the graveyard by using something like a copy of a Shell to be able to actually get it into the graveyard, which is not bad. This card's probably going to be like a 3 of, because you can just use those 2 monsters if you want to be able to actually make your copy of the Darklord of the Evening Twilight. Instead, no, you can't, because it has to be a 2 level 6 or higher. So you're going to be usually stepping into the first Darklord instead, using your copy of Darklord Pleasure, which is pretty nice. And I really like that overall, to be able to step into your copy of the first Darklord. All you have to do is put an additional Darklord on your side of the field, or use your copy of a Shell to discard itself and a copy of Darklord Morningstar, and you got basically an unbeatable version of the first Darklord on your side of the field with 1,000 additional attack points, which is crazy. And keep in mind, you can use this card with your copies of your Darklord monsters that can copy the spells and traps to be able to summon out another fusion monster. This card's probably going to end up being like a 2 of in the deck because it's so searchable and we have so much draw power in the deck, but that That's really good. Okay, so overall, is that it? Yes, we're at the source. That's all of them. So this is actually going to be probably like a 2 of in the deck. This is going to be probably a 2 to 3 of in the deck. I'm not sure. It depends on how much we're fusion summoning. At least a 2 of. Probably at least a 2 of. And then the new, this Dahuti is probably going to be a, this is probably going to be a 3 of in the deck, because it's going to be one of the best normal summons, because it just special summons any Darklord monster you want directly from your deck to your side of the field. So you're probably going to play this at 3, so you can have it as one of the best cards to be able to just instantly bring out any Darklord that you need. Then we also have the new Darklord Golgotha. This card is probably a 1 of in the deck. Maybe it might be a 3 of. Okay, so on one hand, I'm like, well, you probably don't want to play this at any more than 1, because you're going to summon it off your copy of Dahuti to be able to just instantly link them away to be able to bring out your monster, and also have your 2 Darklord tokens on your side on the field. But on the other hand, if you play this card as a 3 of in the deck, you can pair it with your copy of something like an shell or a fusion spell to be able to get in the graveyard, so you can actually just add another Darklord card or a forbidden quick play spell from your deck to your hand. So this card is probably going to be at least a 2 or 3 of as well, because you can use this in so many different ways for that effect, because it doesn't have to be sent from the field. It's just have it sent to the graveyard. So this card is insane. This card's probably going to end up being a 3 of, if not at least a 2 of in the deck, to be able to pay costs with, or just instantly use this card for different effects, or just summoning it off your copy of Dahuti is just really, really good. Plus, they are a level 4 and a level 6, so you can, on the follow-up, not on the same turn, because it does lock you into fairy monsters for the rest of the turn, but on the follow-up, if you do have this on the field and you have your copy of your Golgotha, you technically could go in for Chaos Angel on the follow-up though, which is pretty nice. So overall, great wave of support. This is such a good wave of support, giving us a new way to get cards from our deck to our hand. Being able to actually incorporate forbidden droplets into the archetype is really insane. Giving us an actual fusion spell that's a spell card is amazing, and exactly what we needed for this deck. A new really good normal summon, so now we have 2 good normal summons in the deck, and giving us a new boss monster that does require 2 level 6 or higher dark fairy monsters to be able to make, which is not that bad, but it does require a little bit more to be able to get into, because you can't use cards like Indulge Darklord, Capricornus Darklord, or even your copies of Dahuti to be able to make it. But there is still some pretty easy ways to be able to actually summon out your copy of Darklord of Evening Twilight, because you already play so many different high level monsters as well in this deck. So this card is definitely going to see play. Probably just a 2 of though. And then we do have Darklord Pleasure. This card is probably going to be at least a 2 of in the deck, because you want to see this card as quickly as possible. So overall, amazing. I love the artworks of these cards. They're so good. They're such good for the archetype for Dark Lords, and I'm really, really excited to actually play these. I'm really excited for actually getting Burst Protocol, because it has some of my favorite archetypes in it with this and Rocket. It's just going to be so good to see what else we get in this particular like pack. It's going to be so crazy what Burst Protocol is actually bringing. So that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell near so you can become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.